Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Andrea and I'm a Hungarian graphic designer who is also a makeup enthusiast. Hence why this makeup look. Today is the second time that I've played with the Nikkietutorials X Beauty Bay collab palette, and I have to say I'm in love with this look just as much as I was with the other one. But if you haven't seen that one, I'll link it up in the corner for you. I wanted to give this palette another shot because I've seen a lot of mixed reviews of it and I wanted to give my honest opinion on it, and to do that I kind of have to play with it a few times to try to test as many shades as I can. And also this is kind of a continuation to the other video that I did of this palette because I still have some stuff to try out from everything I got for my birthday. So if you'd like to see how I did this look, please do keep on watching and I hope you enjoy. So hi, let's jump right into it. I'm starting with using this smoky shader brush by Up, and I'm grabbing the shade Slasher, which is the burgundy, and I'm going to pack it in my outer corners, carrying it into my crease. Then I'm grabbing a round blending brush and I'm going to grab the shade Blend and Snap to blend out this burgundy. Oof. Damn, that's pretty pigmented. I'm going to grab a tapered blending brush again and grab the shade Zomer because I think I want to warm it up a little because it is a little too intense for my liking. Then I'm going back in with the pink on the same blending brush, tapping out the excess because it is intense. Pretty much all of the shadows are intense in this fucking palette, so be careful. And I'm going to try to re-intensify this pink. Oh yes, oh my god, the blend is so much better now. Oh yes. I'm going back in with Zoomer on the same brush just to further blend because my edges look a little not blended. Alright, looking good. Now I'm going back in with Slasher on the same brush, kind of tapping off the excess, but it's not as powdery as the other mattes that I've used. I'm going to try to re-intensify this burgundy because, as I've said before, I think all that this palette lacks is a black, simply a black, because I can't get the desired depth that I'm going for, and I'm running the excess that is on my brush on my lower lash line just to get a general idea of what I'm going to do in this outer corner. So far, I think this one is my favorite shade in the palette. It's such a beautiful purpley dark tone. It isn't like a true burgundy because it is cooler. I'm going back in with the brush that I used Blend and Snap with. No additional product, just wiggling the brush on the edges in my outer corner and in my crease as well to blend this Slasher shade out. Alright, I'm thinking I'm going to introduce some blue into this look just to try to deepen things up. So I'm grabbing this little pencil brush and I'm going with the shade Amsterdam, which is also very pigmented. Ooh, okay, and I'm placing it in the very outer corner of my eye. Hope it doesn't get patchy, and I'm running this along my lower lash line as well to get like an in-between purple shade between this blue and the burgundy. A lot of people said that this shade is the worst in the palette because it is kind of a neon. I think that's the problem, because again, it just lacks depth. Like, see, when I pack it on, it is so intense. It is neon, literally neon. Maybe that's the problem. That is why it's a little hard to work with. I think I'm going to leave it at that and then trying to blend it out with Slasher. I lied. I'm trying to blend it at this stage even, just what's left on this brush. Wiggling it around the edges seems to work pretty well. Oh, so much deeper. It's not as bad as I expected, so it's workable. See? Slow and steady wins the race. I'm going back in with the same brush that I used Slasher with, no additional product because the brush already has enough pigment in it, and I'm going to try to blend the edges again and blend this purple and carrying it further into my crease just to give my eye some definition. I want to go back with just a tiny bit on my lower lash line to essentially just make it more blue, because it has blended in quite a lot and it looks like a purple. Yeah, see? I think I'm going to go back in with Blend and Snap just a teensy bit in my crease because I want to re-intensify the pink. So this is how you kind of concentrate the shade where you want it to be, just digging your brush into your eye to find your crease, like where your natural crease is, and that way you can kind of re-intensify this shade just on that line. And of course, using a tinier blending brush could help, but I decided to use this big one, so I'm going to grab this kind of round pencil brush and I'm going to use the shade Plot Twist, which is a really good pastel baby blue. I'm placing the shade in the inner parts of my lower lash line, blending it into the other blue. Alright, I'm quite satisfied with how the blend looks. So now I'm going to cut my crease using this NYX glitter primer on this NYX flat brush, and I'm going to grab the shade Pride. Oh yes, get ready for the sparkle. Oh my god, yes. Oh fuck yeah. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but this is a pink to blue duochrome. Oh my god. Might have cut my crease a little too high, but it's fine. Holy shit, do you see what I'm seeing? It is pure heaven on my eyelids. Oh my god. I'm going to grab the same shades just to blend my outer corner. I'm going to go back in with Slasher and then after that maybe some Amsterdam. Alright, I've cleaned up my brush that I used the shade Pride with, and I'm going into the shade Ivy, and I'm going to place it just in the very inner corner of my eye. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, you know the drill. I always use a very light shimmer just in the very inner corner of my eye because it just opens my eyes a lot more. I'm gonna clean up my fallout and then I'll probably just do my base silently because you've seen me do that a million times, and I don't think I'm going to use anything revolutionary, but if I do, I'll report back. So this is how my base is looking so far. I think I'm pretty much done. At this point, I still have to do my brows, mascara and all that jazz, but I'm gonna go back in and maybe introduce some more pink to this look around this part and melt it into my blush and my base products. In the meantime, I just put some lip balm on to like nourish my lips because, well, actually today I'm not going to use a liquid lipstick. I'm going to use this Vivienne Sabot Rouge Feministe stick lipstick in the shade 10 Violet, which is a deep dark burgundy. So I'm grabbing the same brush that I used the pink with, this round fluffy brush, and I'm using Blend and Snap to blend around this outer part a little. Then I'm grabbing Plot Twist on the same round pencil brush to like re-intensify this. I have to say I love all of these pastels because through reappliance it packs a punch. It is very opaque, very intense, but it kind of fades. As you can see the difference. Maybe you can't, but in my opinion it just faded a little. Alright. Looks okay. You might have noticed that I put something on my waterline, which is this Makeup Obsession X Tiffany pencil in the shade Ocean. It's like a really nice blue that I think fits the look perfectly. I might have to reapply a little bit later because eyeliners just fade on me easily because my eyes are really watery and sensitive, but it's okay. All that's left is to do my brows, put on mascara, and then apply the lipstick, of course, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. So, hi! Most of you probably know that I mentioned in a previous video that mascara is very easy to clean up if you mess up, and as you can see, I messed up. So I will try to showcase how you can like correct your mistakes. I just take a spoolie. This is particularly the one that I used to do my brows with. I just use this spoolie and I will try to scrape it off. That's it. And it came off really well. So the key is basically just to wait for it to dry, get a spoolie and then gently scrape it off your lid. Because mascara is meant for your eyelashes, it isn't meant to stick to your eye or the makeup you put on it. So this is how the lipstick looks with the eyes. I used the P2 Perfect Lip Liner in the shade Aubergine, and then you know the lipstick that I showed you, this Vivienne Sabot lipstick, which is like a really good color. I like these colors, like dark aubergine or a burgundy, because it's very fall appropriate, but I don't think it particularly goes with this look. I think it's very vampy, maybe too much even, because this look turned out to be very pink heavy, but it is really sexy on its own, so no complaints there. I like the color. I'm just not the fan of this formula. And I'm usually like a liquid lipstick girl. I don't gravitate towards like stick lipsticks. I think I might actually have like companions to this one. Let me just search for a good candidate because I think I have dupes for this already in my collection. Well, I will take back everything I said because as it seems, I don't quite have a shade like this already in my collection regarding stick lipsticks at least. So this middle one, this dark brown one, is the Essence matte lipstick. It doesn't really have a name, it's just a simple brown packaging. That's the shade, and this is like a very cool toned dark brown, which in some lightings it might look more purple than it is brown, so that's why I really like this shade. And it is actually matte, which is a plus in my book. And the red is the P2 full matte lipstick in the shade 160 Sign Me Up, and it is matte, so yeah. I don't really wear like stick lipsticks anymore, but if I want to reach for these tones, I can do that because I have these in my collection. Let me quickly wipe these off before I smudge them. So I'm pretty happy with this lipstick. I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just not like the type of lipstick that I reach on the daily basis. All right, happy to report that there is no staining. So quickly, I just want to pull together this look by patting over the shade Slasher from the palette to my lips, because this pulls a lot more red than I anticipated, and I want to make it more purple because I have purpley and bluish tones in my eyes. So I'm going to grab this NYX stippling brush, I guess. So it's like a dense stippling brush, which is really good for like applying eye primer and stuff, but I usually use this for lips. And I'm just simply going to grab Slasher from the palette, saturate the brush, and then gently tap over my lips. And here are some close-ups of my eyes that I actually filmed sitting down in front of my brother's room because I got some sunlight shining through his window. But as I was taking these shots, I was visited by my cute furry friend. Hi, baby. Hi. Well, fine. You and fine. And this is the finished look. I had a great time playing with this palette once again, and you saw how good the quality was. I still have no issues playing with it. Every shade performs beautifully. The shimmers, as I've said, are out of this world amazing. As you could see, I could make the shades work, and if I wanted to, I could make them darker than they actually are. And so far, I have no other complaints other than this palette needs a black. This is a really good color story, and in my humble opinion, it does live up to beauty-based standards. So if you wanted to get this palette and you had your eyes on it, go and grab it because it is worth your money. So with that said, I really hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. While you're at it, hit the bell to get notifications of all my future uploads. Follow me on Instagram. I have 2 pages, a makeup page and then an art page. I still take commissions, so if you'd like to commission me, there are prices on my Instagram pages, and you can find my business email down in the description below. I have a Redbubble shop as well if you'd like to own anything I created, and if you'd actually like to view my portfolio, it is on artstation.com. Everything will be linked down in the description below for you to check it out. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye! Shut up! God fucking damn it! I wanna die! It's fucking 9 in the morning. 9! People just don't want to sleep anymore? And I think... Oh... They stopped. They stopped. Oh my god. Please don't continue the fucking leaf blowing. You might have not, but you might have noticed that I... Pardon me.